So let's discuss for Jan 25 exams as well as even May 25 exams for both. So for both Jan 25 and May 25, what are the important concepts that you must not leave in audit, CA inter audit? And if you see, previously I have given you something called order of revision. Inside that I told you some topics you can keep it aside straight away. What are those topics? Here I have listed out. You see, here I have listed out each and every chapter, and inside that each and every part is listed. By the way, you can download this particular file from our website. You just go to Shrestha for CA/CMA website under free resources. Here you need to select CA inter. By default it is CA inter only. P5 auditing and ethics. Here you see P5 must read and marks allocation for each chapter. Getting it? That one. So, and here in this particular sheet, I have given references to in our material called smart notes. What is the question number? What is the chapter? What is the question number or point number that you must study? This is nothing but dealing with must study. You must not ignore this. This is must study. Remaining whether you will study or not, that is your risk appetite. Getting it? But in this, I can assure you 30% reduction in the total syllabus. 30% reduction in the total syllabus. If the syllabus is 100, 30%, literally 1/3 you can leave. This is only whatever I'm going to cover here is only 2/3 of the total syllabus that you have. Or I can say 70% of the syllabus that you are having. Getting it? So, and if you see, I have given the chapter number in our book, the chapter name in our book, the question number or concept reference in our book. By the way, this book can be downloaded here, the same. P5 colored smart notes, you can download it. Those of you who are following some other book or ICA book, you can cross verify this material, that concept. Suppose nature and objective and scope of audit. Here what I said, 2C you must read. You go to nature, objective and scope of audit. You just go to nature, objective and scope of audit. What is the first important question? Question number 2. Inside that A, B is there, which means C. C point you should study. That is what the meaning, 2C. Now aspects to be covered in audit. Suppose if you are following a different book, institute book or some other faculty book, if at all, these points where in that book you can correlate. So even though if students are not following our book, so they can also correlate this information with other books or ICA book easily. So this you must study. Then 5th question, 6th question, 10th question, 11th question. So in our book it is 5 scope of audit, what it includes and what it excludes. 6th question, inherent limitations, and 10th question and 11th question. Correct? 10th question, meaning of assurance engagement and elements thereof, and 11th question, right? Meaning of review and difference between audit and review. Enough. That's it. In NOS chapter, only these 5 topics are enough. This is minimum. This is minimum. Getting it? See, parallelly, you can also follow 3/4 revision strategy, which is what ultimatum. That is ultimate strategy. This is always a risky strategy, which I'm telling, which is what everybody is what guiding. In fact, if you see in the YouTube, you will find many videos of expected questions like this. This is very risky approach. Getting it? But since students are wanting this, I'm giving you this option as well. If at all you want to study important questions in every chapter, I don't want to miss any chapter, I want to study every chapter, I don't want to leave any particular chapter. Inside that chapter, what topics I have to must and should read. If you ask me, this video will be applicable. Safest strategy is what, 3/4 preparation strategy. What is 3/4 preparation strategy? Leave entire risk assessment and internal control. Leave entire risk assessment and internal control. If possible, within risk assessment only, within this chapter only risk assessment IFC part you study, or automated environment also you can study. That's it. 3 topics only you study in risk assessment. Risk assessment, internal control, we actually have 6 topics. If you see here also I have given. If you observe, risk assessment and internal control have totally risk assessment, materiality, internal control, automated, IFC, 330. Totally 6 topics are there in risk assessment and internal control chapter. Getting it? What my recommendation is, only risk assessment, materiality, automated and IFC you study. Even though there are 4 topics, the volume is very low. Internal control topic is very lengthy. 330 is very complex. You're getting it? So 3/4 strategy is what? What is 3/4 strategy? Risk assessment and internal control fully I will leave, except risk assessment topic, IFC topic, automated environment, if possible, materiality also you cover. Rest of the chapter, 50% of the chapter you leave. Then alternatively, you can also leave 530 SA, 530 sampling you can leave. If 520 is also difficult for you, you can leave 520 also. Generally, many students don't understand 520 at all. The link between the concepts, they don't understand. For them, 520 can be left. You can leave it. Then apart from this, you can leave it. You can leave different types of entities. Different types of entities also you can leave. Best, I can give you that list here itself. In our resources itself, I have given 3/4 preparation strategy. Here you see 3/4 chapter list. Inside that audit, if you open these topics, you can straight away leave. You can straight away leave fully. Risk assessment topic you can leave. Audit strategy you can leave. Different types of entities, 520, all this. Instead of this, what I can tell you is, instead of audit strategy, 530 you leave. Audit strategy you keep. Both are of same size. 530 is also some 15-20 pages. Strategy chapter is just 10 pages. But strategy chapter weightage is pakka 10 marks. You're getting it. But strategy chapter is complex than sampling. Strategy chapter is complex than sampling. Generally, how I pick up the standards, that you should not study. Like for example, if I say last priority, how I pick up is, it's not only from weightage point of view. It's on from scoring point of view. Suppose strategy chapter is very small, but the possibility of scoring is very difficult because it is very confusing. Like in strategy chapter, the questions will be like this. What are the benefits of audit strategy? For example, many students will write planning benefits. Many students will write the answer of planning benefits because planning benefits are different, strategy benefits are different, both are different. What are the points to be considered in development of overall audit strategy? That is one question. What are the points to be considered for development of audit plan? That is another question. Students will write ulta answer. The confusion possibility is extremely high in strategy chapter. That's why I tell to keep it at last. Sampling, you keep it in priority. Because in sampling, confusion is very less. Possibility of confusion is very less because everything is crystal clear. Though it is lengthy, it is clear. You can damn sure score. If at all, you can work more on strategy chapter, where you don't want to lose 10 marks from the chapter. You don't want to lose. You are ready to work more and more on it. Then you can keep sampling here, strategy in the first priority. Are you getting it? Like the strategies are very simple. One strategy is 3/4 preparation strategy. 3/4 preparation strategy means what? Some topics you can leave. Rest of the topics 100% you should study. So what are the topics that you can leave? Like once again, I'll freshly give you this. What are the topics you can leave? 450 standard, 530 standard, 520 standard, risk assessment and internal control, audit, strategy topic, and different types of entities. Different types of entities. It almost takes more than 15 hours for you to study. Strategy chapter will take 10 hours for you to study. Risk assessment, internal control take 30 hours of time. 520 will take 5 hours. 530 will take 7 to 10 hours. 450 will take 2 hours. This much content you can reduce. Different types of entities will take 15 hours. So approximately how much content? 15 plus 10, 25, 55, 60. 60 plus 10, 70. Approximately 70 hours of content I'm asking you to eliminate. Rest of the content be 100% strong. Only one change is strategy chapter is there, right? Strategy chapter is there, right? This topic add it in first priority. Getting it? So which means 60 hours of syllabus only you should leave. 60 hours of syllabus only you should leave. Able to understand? Strategy topic, whatever is there, no, it will hardly take 5 to 10 hours of study to get perfection. After listening to the class, 5 to 10 hours. Maximum, minimum 5, maximum 10 hours is what it takes to get 100% perfection grip, so that you will not write a confusing point in exam. For that you will damn sure get 10 marks. Are you getting it? This is one strategy. Leave 450, 530, 520, risk assessment and internal control also fully you leave it. Different types of entities also fully you leave it. No problem at all. You already listened to the class, right? That class knowledge is enough to answer MCQ. If it is a descriptive, leave it. Strategy chapter you consider. Strategy chapter you consider. Are you getting? This is one strategy. Another strategy is what? In each chapter, identifying key questions. Another strategy is identifying key questions in each chapter. There is a perception among students that if a question comes in the last attempt, it will not come now. That's wrong. Every time paper setters will be different. When paper setter is, setting the paper, no, he will be given the material, he will be given the past exam questions, MTPs, RTPs, all that. He can pick from any source. If you are the examiner, tell me, will you test in this way? Since it is since it is asked last time, I will not test this time. You will test which question? That question you feel important. If you think that question is important to be tested, you will test that, whether or not it came in the last attempt. There is no such rule. Are you getting the point? In the paper setting, there is no such rule called you should not test a question which came in the last attempt. There is no such rule in the ICI. Are you getting it? I will tell you, in my CA final in 2014, I can tell you 2014 May attempt. You can go and check. CA final FR paper, CA final SFM paper have a common chapter called economic value added. There is a chapter called economic value added in CA final. It is there in FR, it is there in SFM. Both the chapters it is there. Same problem came in the same attempt for 8 marks each. Both the papers, the same problem came for 8 marks each. Just amounts alone different. A student who studied economic value added statement, economic value added employee, some topic is there. Getting it? Both the subjects it came. There is no guarantee. Again, the same problem came that before attempt, with just amount variation. Amount variation alone is there. Able to understand. So there is no guarantee. Even in law, some directors related, some provisions were there. They were exactly tested that before attempt and this attempt. So there is no such rule like past examination in the previous attempt the question came will not come in the current attempt. That kind of rule and all is not there. Clear? So this list which I prepared, no, this list can be used for any attempt, whether you're writing January, May, later, whatever, doesn't matter. For any attempt, this list will be useful. Clear? I made this list considering accuracy with which a student can present and minimum knowledge that a student should have in audit so that he can face any level of paper. It's not when the paper is easy or difficult. No, it doesn't matter whether the paper is going to be easy, whether the paper is going to be difficult. It doesn't matter. If you are perfect in these questions, you can for sure attempt 70 to 80 marks pakka without any without any problem. Maybe if you are lucky enough, entire 120 marks will come from only this paper, only from these particular topics. Able to understand. Now coming to ethics and terms of engagement, no, that weightage is 555, 15 marks. Since it is 15 marks, no choice in them, because no, ethics is hardly having 5 or 6 questions. Terms of engagement itself is having 4 questions. All the 4 questions will be asked. And SQC is having 6 elements only. Anything can be tested. So within part 2nd chapter, ethics and terms of engagement, no choice at all. Entire chapter has to be read because the weightage is going to be 15 marks. Worst case 10 marks. Worst case 10 to 12, maximum 15. Able to understand. Then audit report, you open 700. Suppose in our book 700, if you open 700, just one or 2 more examples I'll give you and then we'll wind up this. Okay, 700 if you open, you see in 700 standard we classified it as A, B, C, like that, correct? So here if you see 700, C3 you should study, C4, C5, so which means C is there, right? Inside that C3 means this one, okay? C4 means this one, C5 means this one, correct? Then again F4 and F9, F4 and F9, F11 and F13 means F point 49, 11, 13. F point is where, here it is there, you see F, correct? Inside that 4th point, detailed explanation is there now, below that 4, 9 and 11 and 13. 4, 9 again, sorry, by the way, 4, 9 is there, right? F9 is there, right? Inside that location of description of audit responsibility is there, that only you should read. Entire that 9th point is not required. Entire 9th is not required. Inside this 9th, you see location of description of auditor responsibility section. Like this I specifically wrote there. In F9 it is specifically wrote. Only this point is enough. Then 11, signature. Then 13, date of audit report. That's it. 700 standard is over. No need to see anything else. Likewise, in 701 also, I have given BDE points only. In 701 it is BDE points only. You see how much syllabus I am reducing? Yes or no? 701 BDE, only BDE. For example, you see 701 here. 701 will be coming here. B, applicability, purpose of key audit matter, determination of key audit matter. That's it. Then we have 705. 705E, which talks about pervasive. F, which talks about types of modified opinion. What is this? E, definition of pervasive. Then F, which type of modified opinion is appropriate. That one. And G, consequences. I, G and I, G and I. That's it. That's it. Enough. J also not required. Actually, J is also given, I guess so. Yeah. J is also given. J, auditor responsibilities in case of disclaimer of opinion. In case of disclaimer. Yes or no? That's it. Then coming to 706. You can download this. I'm just telling you how to map this. Accurately I mapped. Yes or no? So those who download my book and see this number here, alphabet, and then go to the book and then see exactly you will find. Wherever you will have a confusion, that's why I gave the keyword also. E means pervasive topic inside that. F is dealing with type of opinion. So there you can sync if at all you are unable to trace this. Okay. Like that, 706 I have given these points, 710 only 2 points, 299 only 3 points. Branch accounts, there are so many points were there. Inside that only sub point 5. In the A, there are 5 points were there. Only sub point 5 is enough. Audit of branches point alone is enough. Whereas in B, within the branch accounts, SA 600 point is there. That point alone is enough. Caro 2020 full topic. Whereas 143.1, 143.3, 6 inquiries, 16 checklist, not at all required. 143.12, read full. This is only half para. Fraud, more than 1 crore, what to do, less than 1 crore, what to do. Then again, completion and review chapter. 560. We have totally some 5 questions. Only 3 questions you should read. 1, 3, 4. You open 560 in our book, you will find question number 1, 3, 4. Whatever the book you are studying, correlate that. Next, 570. 10 questions or 11 questions were there. We only have to study 5 questions. 450. Question number 2, 1, 2, 3 points only. Question number 3, only point number 1. Question number 4. 580. Question number 1, question number 4. Question number 5, inside that only sub point 2 and 8 and 9. 260. Question number 4, C point. Question number 4, D point. And question number 5. 260, we have so many questions. Actually, 5 questions were there. I am only targeting 2 questions. That too in 1 question only 2 points. Understood? 265. You know, this topic you have to read it after risk assessment and internal control chapter. 2, 3, 4 questions enough. Audit documentation, no choice at all, because you have to read full topic, because minimum weightage is 5 marks. And you see completion and review, total weightage is going to be minimum 10, maximum 20. And audit report chapter, minimum weightage is 10, maximum is going to be 20. Minimum 10 marks will come from audit report topic, be it in the form of MCQ, or it may be in the form of case-based question or descriptive question. Next, audit evidence. What is the weightage of audit evidence chapter? You see, audit evidence, you see, you know, actually, they say 500, 610, all this is there, right? 15 to 20 marks. In this, you see, I straight away tell 530 to ignore, 520 to ignore. Here I have given caution. This is a very lengthy and complex topic. I suggest to leave this topic or keep it as last priority. Means after you finish rest of the syllabus, study this if you still have time. Same with respect to 520. Now, suppose if you decided to study 530, 520 also you decided to study. What questions to study? In 530 we have totally 20 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 questions only I gave. 9 questions I filtered. Same way, analytical procedure if you check, we have totally 13 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 30% I filtered. Able to understand? Then coming to 501, no choice, full topic. 505 full topic, 510 full topic, 550 is also full topic. Whereas 610 again lengthy. Inside this only these questions are enough. 1, that too inside 1, only sub point 3 in the B point only you have to study. Inside 1, B point will be there, capital B. Inside the third point is there, activities related to internal control. That's the point actually. Only that enough. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, that's enough. Able to understand? In this 50% content I removed. 50% content I removed. These are the topics which you must read at first and finish it off. If you still have time, rest of the topics which are left over, right, that you focus on. This is one strategy. Alternative strategy is what? Study 3/4 chapters fully without leaving even a single topic. Some 1/4 chapters. What are the 1/4 chapters? I already gave. I already gave a list. What are the 1/4? 450 don't touch, 530 don't touch, 520 don't touch, risk assessment and internal control don't touch at all, different types of entities don't touch at all. Strategy chapter you study fully. Clear? Now again, I'm just explaining, it's over, almost we are reaching at the end. Then coming to different types of entities, government audit, these questions you open and then map. Okay, local body audit, only 2 questions. NGO audit, 2 questions. LLP audit, in LLP, no, don't read entirely. Applicability of LLP audit, filing of returns by LLP. For filing of returns, I gave a notes to you. Filing of returns, LLP has to file a statement of solvency, annual return, 30 days, 60 days, yes or no? And we also see ChatGPT example, remember? And reporting by LLC, 3 points auditor has to report. Only 3 segments, applicability, filing and reporting. Then societies audit, only these questions enough. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough. In societies actually totally 10 questions were there. Only 5 I gave here. Then other entities, give 2 times reading, which is enough for presentation. Whether it is hotel audit, cinema theater audit, hire purchase company, leasing company, whatever, 2 times you give a single reading, enough. You can write those answers on your own. Getting it? Next. Then audit strategy, no choice at all. Full topic you have to read because the weightage is 10 to 15 marks. Pakka 10 marks. Sometimes it may even come up to 12 or even 15. Small chapter, but very confusing. The chapter is very confusing, but you study it fully. If you go with this approach is what? In every chapter picking selective topics. In every chapter picking selective topics from where the questions might come in the exam. Next, coming to risk assessment and internal control, we divide the risk assessment into multiple topics, multiple parts. Risk assessment, full topic you should study. Materiality, full topic you should study. Internal control, you can leave this entire topic. Entire internal control can be left or can be kept it as last priority. And automated, full topic. IFC, full topic. I gave question number references. SA 330, complete, leave it as choice. Then bank audit, only these questions and 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10J, 12, 13C, and whereas question number 14 to end compulsory. Getting it? Question number 14 to end is what? Advances related discussion will start. Types of advances, NPA advances, provisioning norms, drawing power, sanction limit, and till the last, audit of income, audit of expense, reversal of income, all that. Then items of financial statements, full topic, no choice at all. Actually, if you see items of financials, no, it will have 3 topics: P&L items, balance sheet items, regulatory information will be there. From any of this question can be asked. There is no guarantee that in items of financials only from these topics. In fact, I will tell you, from items of financials, many important questions will be there which are there in the past. You can find past videos also of some faculties. Getting it? You open and check that particular item, that question won't be there. The question paper, what they suggested, this will not match. I will guarantee you, go and see. Because in items of financials, we are starting in the next session, items of financials, very soon. I will tell you how differently the questions will come in items of financials. Generally, students don't pay attention to that. They will see how to audit sales, how to audit purchases. They will read all that. They will not read controls on sales point, which is there in the intro para. They will only read the content in the table. But ICA is asking questions from the intro para. I will show you. Once we start items of financials, I will show you. Clear? Got clarity on this? Typically, 30% of the syllabus I have reduced. Typically, 70% of the syllabus only you should study. Clear? And for sure, I'm telling you, from these topics, 80 plus questions will come. 80 plus mark question will come minimum, I'm telling you. That's a minimum assurance. Maybe if you are lucky enough, 110, 114 out of 114 will be only from these topics. Clear? That's it. Okay. So we'll wind up. In the next session, we'll start the next topic.